Do you think this Keystone XL pipeline's the end of it? I want you to listen to this, because the left is never done destroying America. This is in what was Time magazine. Now they have a website. Keystone is not enough, activists say. Please listen to this, because this is pointed out in my book, too. But that's not why you need to listen. This is what we're in for. Obama's rejection of the Keystone XL pipeline marks the end of 7 years of activism by environmentalists across the country. But between celebrations on Friday, activists painted the decision as just the beginning of a new era of activism where any additional fossil fuel projects will not be tolerated. It's good, and it cannot be the extent of Obama's work on climate, said Lindsay Allen, Rainforest Action Network executive director of Obama's Keystone decision. This is an opportunity to build on momentum and work to stop other projects like this. The next frontier, a campaign known as Keep It in the Ground. You with me? Keep It in the Ground has been in the works since long before Obama reached his final decision about Keystone. Activists has used the phrase, which refers to stopping new and continued drilling of fossil fuels, in protest since at least the summer. The hope is that Obama will use his executive authority to stop issuing new permits for coal, oil, and natural gas operations on federal lands. The federal government currently leases 67 million acres of land for fossil fuel extraction. Such a radical switch in positions would be a surprising move for Obama, but we all know he does it all the time, don't we? But activists say that stopping Keystone seemed equally far-fetched when the campaign began years ago. They also point to Obama's use of language reminiscent of their own as evidence that their message has taken hold. Quote, "We're going to have to keep some fossil fuels in the ground rather than burn them and release more dangerous pollution into the sky," Obama said today. Oh, my goodness. Folks, okay, how can I put this without upsetting everybody? The America you knew does not exist right now. The land of opportunity. And I know there are conservatives out there who say, "Whoa, what do you mean? Oh, of course we are. Our days are ahead of us." I am telling you that it does no good to fool ourselves. It does no good to lie to ourselves. We are up against it. We're fighting for every little piece of freedom we have, whether it's health care, whether it's immigration, whether it's energy, private property rights, our police forces, our military, the rule of law. Every front. And every front we have our backs against the wall. It's just true. And you know I'm right. Government is being used as a force for the left. They've taken over the Democrat Party. They've taken over most of the federal government. I wanted you to know that their victories are never final. And this is what drives you furious. Because you have Republicans who are telling you always to move along and accept the next ratchet, the next ratchet, the next ratchet of the left, of big government, of tyranny. Just move along, nothing we can do about it, nothing we're going to do about it, and you've had enough of it. We play by the rules. We play within the Constitution. They play outside the rules. They play outside the Constitution. They do whatever they want, whenever they want. They nullify certain laws. They concoct new laws. Sometimes they'll follow the law if it's to their benefit. They'll rewrite the Constitution. They'll usurp the Constitution. They'll do whatever they have to do. Yesterday it was the Attorney General of New York trying to figure out a way and developing a way, and I'm afraid it's going to be relatively effective, to compel your acceptance and the acceptance of every business in America warming of climate change. Otherwise, you'll commit a crime. It's not America. It is Ameritopia. It's not a constitutional republic. It's something else. And that's true. We don't know exactly what it is. It's just different. And it's not good. And as I've said many times, this is important. The country is different than the government. The government is conquering the country. The Democrat Party is the government. Let me repeat that so the backbenchers can repeat it. The Democrat Party is the government, and the government now is the Democrat Party. That's why the Republicans are running around. They're not sure how to handle this. And in the end, they're cutting deals that grow the government, that spend more money, that borrows more money, that surrenders what's left of the checks and balances part of the Constitution. They don't even comprehend what the hell's going on. And then, of course, there's the journalists out there asking the hard questions. Oh, yeah, about Rosie O'Donnell. And so forth.